when you go back to universal law, remember, all universal laws work on the same plane. If there's a hot, there has to be a cold. Okay? If there's a positive, it has to be a negative. Every universal law has a direct opposite to it. If there's an up, there has to be a down. If there's a good, it has to be a bad. Okay, that's how universal law works. Okay, now with universal law, we put in, there's no discrimination. There's no favor. The law don't discriminate. Okay, the law doesn't play favorites. It's not like, well, God or the universal law loves Chad more than he loves somebody else, so they're going to favor Chad more. No, it doesn't work that way. The law doesn't discriminate. Then when you look at your subconscious mind doesn't discriminate. Your subconscious mind just is as is. It's giving you exactly what you think about all day long. Okay, whatever you fester on, whatever your deep beliefs are, whatever your secret thoughts are that's rummaging through your mind all day long, your subconscious mind is just like, well, you like that. So that's what you're thinking about all day long. That's what you like. You must like it because you're giving emotion to it. So I'm going to give you more of it. Doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. It's just what is. That's how it works. So this is why James Allen says at the very last paragraph here, the very last sentence here, the vision that you glorify in your mind. Listen to that. The vision that you glorify in your mind, no matter if it's good or bad, your vision, your imagination, what you're giving your emotion to, the vision that you glorify in your mind, the ideal that you enthrone in your heart, this you will build your life by. This you will become. Meaning, whatever you think your mind, whatever you give emotion to, whatever your imagination, whatever you're using your imagination for, will manifest in your 3D world. So at this point, what are you thinking? At this point, what am I thinking? What am I constantly thinking all day long? Am I constantly thinking good? Or am I constantly thinking bad? Am I constantly thinking negative? Or am I constantly thinking, well, am I constantly positive? I did this in reverse. You know, it's going to give you your dominant thoughts that you fester on over and over and over and over and over. This is when we have to become aware. If we notice that you're thinking negative all the time throughout the day, and you just jump from one negative thought to another, okay, that's okay. Because the first step is being aware of it. Because once you're aware of it, once you're aware of what you're doing, guess what? The good news is you can fix it. You can stop that. You can start stopping those thoughts. Then you have affirmations that you say to yourself to get your thoughts focused on the good. So sometimes what I've been doing is if I'm looking at a situation I don't like and I start kind of going down a rabbit hole of thinking, well, I don't like this, I don't like what this happened, and I'm starting to think negative, I'll stop myself and I won't say an affirmation, but I'll ask myself a question. I'll say, what's the good in this? What do I like about this? What do I like about this person? Then my mind will try to figure out what I like. Then I'll focus on what I like. And I'll focus on the good out of it. That's the law of compensation. Is like always focus on the good. Always pull out the good. No matter if it's a negative situation, you always pull out the good. No matter if it's another person, you always pull out the good of what you like about them. You always focus on good. Because when you always focus on good and do the best focusing on good, our mind's going to drift here and there, but dominantly you're focusing on good. Laws of the universe, the laws of God, good has to come to you. So this is why he says, to wrap up this chapter, the vision that you glorify in your mind, the ideal that you enthrone in your heart, this you will build your life by. This will manifest in your 3D world. This you will become. You become what you think about. You become what you think about in your imagination. You will become that sooner or later.